Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Off the Court. We are back with a very exciting recap of day 5. A lot has happened, so if you guys are ready, strap yourselves in and let's get into it. But before we do that, I want to give a massive shout out to Preply, who once again are sponsoring today's episode and have given us nothing but good things to say about their amazing platform. Preply is an all-in-one language learning service that you can use on the go, at home, wherever you are, app or laptop version, desktop version, and you can choose from over 200 languages, pick a tutor of your choice, and get learning. So we love it. Everyone here loves it. If you guys want to know more about it, head to the description to get 50% off your first lesson. Okay, so let's get into it. First up, Iga Świątek survived a tricky match against Susan Lemens with a 6-1, 4-6, 6-4 win. Big game clutch, classic Świątek. And I think for her, the biggest thing with that is that she did lose the second set. For her, it is, a tournament that everybody's expecting her to do well in. I think she will do well. But the fact that we're only, still early rounds and she's dropping a set doesn't give the best flow forward, but we will see. Jannik Sinner, of course, making quick work, 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 over Aussie Alexi Popyrin. High quality tennis, no fuss. He was able to get in and get that one done very, very quickly. Coco Gauff, now this is a story for the day. She came in very emotional. They were 4-all in the first set. She kind of is pictured like going into her towel, crying a little bit, losing her composure. And she somehow managed to overturn that to eventually win the match. But something that I want to highlight that she did say really kind of helped her get through the match was that of Simone Biles was in the crowd. And I think it really is a big thing when athletes are supporting other athletes, but also when women are supporting other women. And just to know that Simone obviously knows what that pressure cooker environment's like. She understands it, she gets it, and it's just really nice. So I think if you're feeling a certain type of way, and we don't know if she was feeling like that before she came into the match, if something happened in her her life off court, but whatever it might be, she was a little extra emotional. And she did get kind of, a pretty strong opponent, but she was able to obviously move through that and get past Donna Vekić, in a 7-6, 6-2 win. I think that's, it's always nice when you can get through the early rounds with a straight set win. It is obviously very important. The other match that I want to highlight, Mr. Tommy Paul, 4 hours and I think about 28 minutes off the top of my head. Long match, just finished up about 45 minutes to an hour ago at 1:40 in the morning. And it has been it was just a marathon battle, him and Nuno Borges, and it was just like flip flop. Tommy obviously getting through early and just kind of 7-6, 6-3, 5-7, 5-7, 7-5. It was wild, long rallies. Match point was crazy. We're gonna put it here if you guys have not seen match point. Typical Tommy way to finish a match, which I absolutely love. But yeah, Borges definitely gave him a run for his money. It was looking pretty topsy-turvy there for a moment, I'm not going to lie. It was looking pretty scary for the American, but he was able to get through it, move on, and he will join the other Americans in the third round, which is very nice. Some other dominant wins. Lorenzo Musetti, impressive with his win, 6-4, 6-love, 6-2. Naomi Osaka and Arthur Flash took court today. If you guys don't know what I mean by that, Naomi has been bringing out Labubu-esque type dolls. She brought out Billie Jean Bling the other day, and today she brought out Arthur Flash. So she was definitely a bit blingy on court, but stayed super sharp in her 6-3, 6-1 win. Also going through seeds like Zverev, Anisimova, and Rublev. Going through in straight sets, what I will say on that one, though, is Zverev definitely did have a few match points that he didn't get. In the end, I think it was about 5 or so match points, if I'm not confusing that with Tommy's, but about 5 or so match points for him before he actually was able to close it out. So glad he was able to. And yeah, Rublev and Anisimova playing some great tennis. Other wins to look at today, we are going to check that out. There is so many matches from today. I just want to make sure that we're covering it all. And Zverev, Anisimova, Rublev, Muchova over Sustia. The other epic 5-setter that we want to talk about is Stefanos Tsitsipas and Altamir. So Tsitsipas has been, he played the first round quite well, was able to sort of navigate. This is a second round match, so he was able to sort of navigate to get through to the second round. Obviously falling today, but in 5 sets, 4 hours and 21 minutes, very similar length in match to that of Tommy and Borges. But he was able to, Altamir was able to get through, and that is another seed, of course, dropped from the draw. We'll give a seed update tomorrow. For those of you who are unfamiliar, what I mean when I say seeds, I mean where they are seeded in the draw, where they're placed, not necessarily based on rankings, but based on results coming into the tournament. Hadid Maya also making it through. Kaboli over Brooksby, Kazakina over Rakimova. Alex Diminor also making it through. Noskova over Lees. Riedi over Serendulo, so that's another seeded player out. Pari over Zarazu, and Ogier Aliassime over Safulin. So, and Frech over Stearns. Maria Sakkari over Bondar. Roya over Shapovalov, and Munar over Diallo. Wong over Walton. Siegmund over Sakaru, and Alexandrova over Wang. Karen Kashnikov falling as well, another seeded player. Christian against Kruger. Kalinskaya against Putintseva. Marta Kostiak against Somnes, and Bublik over Skulkate. So again, a lot going on. Leylah Fernandez and Venus Williams also were able to get through their first round doubles match that took place today. So overall, it was honestly a lot of tennis, a lot of really long matches, setting up for a spectacular day 7, but a really good day 6 ahead of us, which we're going to look at now. Daderi and Alcaraz. After that, it will be Azarenka and Pegula. And Victoria Azarenka is playing really, really well. She's had 2 really strong matches. This is a 3rd round match. We're getting to the pointier end of the tournament. And she's been playing really well. So I think Pegula is definitely going to have her work cut out for her. We have, Azarenka as a past Grand Slam champion. Hopefully, able to give Pegula a bit of a run for her money. We've got Djokovic and Nuri on Arthur Ashe tomorrow night with Townsend and Andreeva. We've had some questions on our thoughts about the Townsend and Ostapenko situation. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to answer it in these recaps. I will address it a little bit further when we do like a full tournament recap. I kind of addressed it a little bit yesterday when it happened, but I think for now what we want to do is we want to kind of keep it just focused on the tennis and less about the drama and what that can create outside. So we'll talk about it, but not just yet. Rybakina and Raducanu on Louis Armstrong to start off tomorrow. Ben Shelton and Adrian Mannarino will take the court. Arina Sabalenka. and Leylah Fernandez will be on the night session tomorrow night. First up, followed by Taylor Fritz against Kim. Lehechka and Collignon, sorry, my apologies. Vondarusco and Paolini, Tiafoe and Struff, Navarro. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. Emma Navarro, Barbara, former Wimbledon champion, might I add, Barbara Krajinovic. Bonzi and Rindukesh, Mertens and Buska. The Aussie Priscilla Hahn is in action against the American Lee. Blanchett and Machau. Then there is Katie Bolter, who's in doubles action as well, if you guys want to check her out. Tristan Boyer also. A lot of singles players who have been playing over the last couple of days are going to be playing in the doubles. So make sure you guys check them out, absolutely. And the men's doubles, sorry, we're just getting down to it. The girls qualifying and the boys qualifying for the juniors are up as well. So make sure you guys check that all out. We are going to wrap it up, but make sure you guys check out Preply in the description below. And we hope you enjoyed all of today's amazing matches.